Good morning and welcome back to the Nico Els Golf Academy. We are at London Regis Golf Club this morning on the beautiful first hole, dogleg to the right, and it's very important to actually hit the driver very well off this tee. What I want to describe today is how to actually achieve consistency with your driver rather than the long hitters trying to actually hit the ball so far and actually get into trouble. What I'm first going to describe is how to get consistency with the setup position and where the ball position should be. Most golfers' ball position is actually in the wrong place with the driver. That is not giving the right movement through the ball and actually getting the ball airborne. So if I just describe on the first instance on where ball position is now, most people trying to get their driver with the top bit of the driver actually as a squareness. So what they're doing is they're actually trying to achieve that they're pushing the shaft angle too far forward, they're putting the ball position too far back in the stance, and this is creating a downwards movement onto the ball, not enough forward space to try and actually hit the ball upwards. So the first things that we're trying to achieve is actually trying to achieve where the ball position should be in the correct place. So if you have a look on where my ball position is the ball position is just inside the left heel, and you'll see that the shaft angle is almost parallel to where the line on the ground is, which means that my hands is not actually in front of the golf ball, but it's actually in line of where the golf ball. This will encourage me to stay nicely behind the golf ball with my spine angle and actually hitting the ball in an upwards direction as my weight transfer. So that is the first things that we need to try and achieve, is trying to create a good golf position and a good posture position through the setup in our driver position. So on a different angle is if we're looking at this is that when we actually do take our setup in this position here and actually understanding where the takeaway should be on our golf swing with a driver, a lot of people always use the lift too much, which means that the club is actually going in an upwards direction too steep, which means that the rotation part hasn't taken place. The best and the most consistent thing that I think we need to understand is that the club in the takeaway position is used almost as a one-piece takeaway, where the club is actually being used to stay in front of me until the rotation brings the club to a parallel position. This helps me again to set the club in a better position on the backswing, trying to go to the golf ball. On the forward position, if we have a look, is to understand that I want to create a long takeaway rather than a wristy takeaway. Helps me to produce a better setup or more parallel position for the impact zone, and the same on the opposite side as I'm coming through the impact zone, actually maintaining the extension of the golf club in my arms through the golf ball. I hope these few tips will actually help you to achieve better connection. So I'm going to hit one golf ball to actually show you what the swing should be looking like in trying to create consistency. In this setup, ball position slightly forward, so the spine angle is just behind the ball. In the takeaway, slow takeaway with almost no wrist break until parallel, and then set the club as on the backswing. Here we go. Achieving that will actually help you to hit more consistent golf shots. So thank you for joining the Nico Els Golf Academy this week. Hope your driving and practicing goes much better this week. Please let me know. Follow me on Facebook and on Twitter and on my YouTube page, Nico Els Golf. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.